Well, hello, it's your old mate Dave Spencer, and back with you once again off on another one of our transport adventures. This time it's day 2 of the 2025 Kelsall Steam Rally, and of course it's absolutely stacked out with lorries. It's the biggest vintage veteran lorry event in Britain, and I dare say it's probably one of the biggest in the world. It's June 2025, and the weather's supposed to have been quite pleasant this weekend, if not hot. But of course the reality is we're in Cheshire. Global warming's not reached here yet, and I had goose pimples yesterday. It rained all day long, and what's it done overnight? It's rained, and what's it doing now when it's cloudy and looks like it's going to rain again? But there is blue, it could come out sunny. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to pick off where I stopped. I just couldn't go on. Back was killing me, etc. So we've just got the one line left of the ERS, then on to the Fodens, and really then I've done the truck side of it. We'll go down and have a look at the steamers and the cars, see if there's any little vans there, have a general poke around. Before you know it, it's going to be half past 4 and everything's going to be stonkered off out, and that's when we get in action again. So hope you enjoy. We'll have a chat as we go, I no doubt. And they've still got the bongo drums going. Yes, I know, awful. Don't know why they think people would want to watch that. Anyway, catch up with you later. Well, a bit of utilitarian type of front on that Lynx. Certainly seen them around on Malta version. Yes, we are in the middle of Noiseville. I think we'll perhaps have to retreat from that. I don't know if it's over the fairground part of the proceedings. It's a kiss of death for things on YouTube. Although it's faded away a bit at the moment. Once upon a time there'd be nothing but fairground organs going at all these shows. Now the organ seems a thing of the past. It used to be next to the organ, I think, up in Fleetwood. We used to curse it then. Now it would be a joy to the ears, I think. My car's not too far away from the entrance. I think I just did a little bit of judicious zipping around and got it parked up very handy. I was really thinking about if it did hammer it down, I hadn't got too far to go. So far the brollies proved sufficient. I think I could do with a drink and something to eat, so perhaps when I get to the end of this row we'll take a little commercial break. I'm just talking to a couple of guys down from Scotland. In fact, they're with the rather smart Albion here, and he's got a sort of shed full of things in various states of restoration, and he's got some very early things there as well that we don't see out the rallies these days. I think there possibly is a bit of not blue but lighter sky. Perhaps the rain has been replaced by this sort of short shower and a bit of drizzle. Anyway, my brolly stays by my side. Well, I just merrily started walking off and filming the side that I've already filmed at. I'll do that at home. That's because I got diverted and had a nice chat with the owner, the rather smart owl being here. That's well worth having the chat. Perhaps inspired me to go up and look at the AA, not the AA, the Ayrshire Coast Run. Yes, AA and A1 with bus operators there. That's the link there. Somebody seems to be having a jolly old time there on. Sorry, not the handle of the camera. Somebody's having a jolly time with whatever they're doing. One of these people who just love themselves on the old tannoy, a bit like me, I suppose. Anyway, it's rather gorgeous, isn't it? That's a sort of mighty masculine-looking piece of kit on the Yankee. This one, this Volvo's done the rounds quite a bit. I think when it was the anniversary of Volvo in the UK, and they had a rather splendid display of them up at Gaydon, and I'm pretty sure this one was there. And then now we've got people who are sort of hovering. Yeah. It hasn't gone back like it was earlier on though. Bit of sound effects starting out. Well, I nearly didn't bother taking a picture of that one. Why place the information board right at the very front like that? The unmistakable shape of the boxer, the boxy boxer, and a very discreet accommodation in the sheeted load on the rear. Another very workmanlike vehicle, the Kelsall Crusader. What a machine! And wonderful presentation, absolutely immaculate. Oh, the rain coming down. Rain alert, rain alert. Actually, it's brightening up, the sky's brightening up. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Rain's coming down. Rain alert, rain alert. Get the brolly out once more. Yes, listen to the pitter patter of the falling rain.
Yeah, we're sitting around here. No, you genuinely go, how that's fast.
Sorry.
Well, I think this is the main thoroughfare, so we really are going to have to put up with a few people who don't seem to give a damn. So, maybe you get some bloke and just pottering up, and you don't. They're all blind. They've got blinkers on, I think. Now, a variety of vehicles in this entrance. I wonder if they're really based up in the Lake District. Perhaps they are. Certainly got a good variety. And suddenly you get a whole family who's really switched on and very kindly step round you. And that's great. And then, of course, next minute, the other lot come.
Oh, yes.
This was pretty typical of the sort of thing you saw at a vintage vehicle rally when I first got into the hobby in the 1970s. There's hardly anything that was post-war there though. This is gorgeous, isn't it? Actually, that's got so many great things about it. The large crated load on the back, the living accommodation, of course. We've got noise again in the background. There's some music going on with somebody doing whatever, and perhaps it's something we'll have to edit it off the soundtrack. We all lose my dulcet tones in the process. We'll usually get editing it, eh? Oh, yes. Another Mickey Mouse fronted Bowden. Certainly went well and looked well, the general design of it. Another person that was, he's a steward. They're allowed to walk past you because they organise it specially. This is sort of fairly typical of the commercial which would bring a tractor to an event like this. You probably see quite a lot of things like that. People emerging now that the rain has given over, and even a bit more warmth in the air now. Now that is a wagon that's on a mission, isn't it? Looks like it's on a mission and nobody's going to stop it. Studebaker, very much a very common thing in America, I'm sure. I don't know if anybody actually had any in the UK, perhaps they did. I somewhat doubt it. Nice looking wagon. Mercury. Road train. Another vehicle that sort of very much sort of exudes what it does. Funny enough, it's the youngsters these days who tend to spot the fact that you're just walking into somebody's vision, and very often steer their parents around. So fair play to them for having their eyes open, even when the grandparents, etc., haven't. Oh, nice. Very kind of them to think that. Must practice it, go home and practice walking in front of people. So does he. I really have got noisy background music going on now. What a row. We'll catch up with these tomorrow. Well, we're right down into the heart of the ERF field now. They've got sort of bongo music playing up near the entrance. It was so painful, it was hurting my ears. I don't think that sort of thing was necessary. What was the matter with the old-fashioned fairground organ that everybody used to have at such events? Anyway, I'll hopefully glean a lot of ordinary things like the old tractors and lawnmower racing. Other stuff going on in the background, plenty of noise, but not bang, bang, bang all the time. So we'll wander around just with the ambient noise, and I promise I won't tell any awful jokes or anecdotes for the next 3 minutes. Just a bit of a taste of how far the line goes, and then there are several lines like this. We're going to count them. Hang on, Dave, you're supposed to be keeping quiet. Oh, don't know how to do that. Another thing that greatly annoys me is somebody's been going along all the wagons bunging things under the windscreen wipers, which makes them look absolutely awful for photos. Well, I'm not really sure how many they get now, but I think it was sort of 300 and something set the record, and probably broken that every year since now. Gorgeous. seen this all over.
Go straight back
Expensive, is it?
I've just been chatting to one of our viewers and fellow enthusiasts, comparing notes on locations for filming. And anyway, lots of nice things to say. And he does enjoy my chat, which is good, isn't it? It's always very nice to have a little bit of feedback, whether I'm getting it right or wrong, and you know, I might bung a bit of politics in here and there, and you know, not too much, gosh. I used to be hippie, didn't I? Gosh, sex and drugs and rock and roll and all that sort of thing. Goodness me. Oh, the bongo blimmin' thing has just come back on. I don't believe it. Oh no. Why do they think anybody would want to listen to that awful row? Blimey. Honestly, it ruins it for me. Honestly, I have to go around with cotton wool in my ears or get ear defenders out. Of course, a lot of people sort of double their presence on things by transporting things on a vintage lorry or veteran. What's the word? Classic. It's more of these leaflets stuck under the windscreen wiper. You know, I think I will have a word with them actually about that. I think I should put on the instructions something they shouldn't do.
I've heard they never came as a target chassis. Moved to Gargoyles. Still not to be.
Yep.
Partner.
No, you genuinely got it.
Sorry.
A partner. A partner.
Those wretched flyers flapping around in the breeze. That was quite amusing really, because the chap was just going to walk by and he was scratching his nether region. I thought, oh, that's going to be pretty, what's it, these flies were halfway down. I thought he's going to love it if he ever sees that. And then his wife just stopped him from walking past, and then he turned round and he carried on scratching. just amuse me, you know, childish humour. Well, I've got lots of editing to start tonight. I've got lots of orders to go out. I think I was going to be away on Monday, but I think I'll have the day catching up a little bit and then see what the weather settles down to on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, when Mandy's still away in Ireland. I'm going to really see where the weather's okay to film. I was going to go to Scotland, that was pretty down in the dumps up there now. Well, Scotland looks like that, doesn't it? Nah, only joking. A bit. Yeah, it's like a lot of countries. In America's like that. It's like Scotland. I mean, not all the people are awful. Their hatred of the British, that's incredible. You know, any like Scottish things, Scottish people. They don't want anybody going there unless they've got loads of money. Now, if he's spending money, a bit like the Welsh. Oh yes, the Welsh. Oh God, it reminds me. We went there with Sid, Mandy's stepfather. We went there, and they got a railway there now, and Angolan is it now? And the lady who was serving up the lunch we ordered, I think we had beans on toast, and she actually was counting the beans. I think Sid and his family had seen a few things in their time. You know, he's from a Jewish family, but when they sort of refugees from Central Europe way back when. But I don't think he'd ever quite seen anybody counting beans out onto the toast. Almost a hint of sun coming through, so far from being heavy rain mid-afternoon, it was sort of light rain and medium rain most of the day. Temperature perhaps creeping up a bit now, but it's taken a long time to do anything. And in fact the sun coming out, almost sun shines on the air. But it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon if anybody needs a bit of a time check, and this is when it's supposed to come down monsoon style, but not much sign of that happening really, but there's still clouds around though, dark ones at that. But then if you look away, there's a bit of blue as well. sunshine didn't last long. Well, the bongos have stopped, that's good. Oh, the rain's starting again. No. Oh. Panic, panic. Oh, panic, Captain Mannering. No, panic. I can always do the rest in the morning. I think these roads are getting longer. They simply stretch the lorries out a bit. Seems to be a lot of walking in between them. So I'll have to do slightly less minutes, seconds on each wagon. Cut it all down a bit. Don't see that many white things from this area here. I always think of white as something very much of the moment, but it looks quite attractive, isn't it? The white with the gold detailing on the wording. Very nice, very smart. I just think it's starting to rain again now. Oop.
I got you there.
Trolley's up again. The rain pitter-pattering down. Very nice, thank you very much. I think we've had enough of that now. Wind's getting up as well. Smart one. Oh, we're getting some proper rain now.
I'd say on a cold morning that's one every
Thank
bit
you.
that they've got.
Nice thing to do. Oh, and stop and really... I'll tell you what, you can't believe it, can you, really?
If you wanted to. If you flatten them, then you practically get on.
I must be like a chameleon that I take on the colours of the surrounding field. So I sort of go like green grass or brown, slightly dried out grass. and so I can't see that I'm here with a camera and pointing at a lorry just about 6 foot from it. Mind you, if I had a phone, I'd be about 2 inches from it. I think certainly as an overall event, it's gained a lot in stature over the years, but obviously it's nice for them to get more people through the gate, helps cover all the expenses, but you know, too many public might be a little bit difficult. We have to have a compound where we put them, keep the rest free. But nice to have ours in the ring, a selection. But then who would you select? It'd be like judging a vegetable show.
Anyway, I could see Bill. Is that Somerset